Achoo. Got a blanket. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Untethered Live on a Wednesday night, and I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and joining me always is the 𝕚𝕚𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝.
Hi, Untethered Live family.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Want to be my neighbor?
Yeah, I'm your neighbor.
Are you?
Last time I checked.
Well, would you cut your grass?
I do.
Oh, it's a cold day. I got out there wee hours in the morning in the frosty snow, in the black ice,
In the rain.
in the rain, on the Harley, and went to work. Gritting my teeth the whole way there. Because, you know, on a motorcycle, if you hit black ice, things get squirrely real fast. Real fast. And there's nothing you can do about it but hit the ground. I mean, you can't even pretend to stay upright. You just like that. So, didn't want that to happen. Luckily, it didn't. Knock on wood. I hope that's wood, because I just knocked on it. Could have been bad, though. But I made it there, and I made it back, and it's all good. Everything's fine. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Nice. Anything you want to say?
No, it's just been a wet, icky, ooey gooey, slushy day. Made a good dinner, though.
Yeah, it was a delicious dinner. We had chili. Hot, spicy chili.
Yum.
Perfect for a day like this. Perfect.
I know. That's why I made
Wonderful. It was good chili, too. Anything you want to tell us?
What? Happy Hump Day? Oh. Hi, Untethered Live family. Good to see y'all. I hope everyone is doing good.
Camel.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy
Camel,
Hump
camel. Hi, Jake. How are you tonight?
Emily, nice to see you. It's cold. I think we've been down this road.
I think so.
All right, that's good. I got a nice hot cup of coffee. What have you got?
I got some tea and peppermints.
Coffee, delicious, wonderful. Don't you want to have a cup with me?
Nope.
If so, go to the kitchen, pour yourself up a nice hot cup of coffee, and let's get to talking about something. If you don't have a cup, though, you can get one in the description below. I recommend the first one. It has this face on it. It is fantastic. But we also have stainless steel tumblers down there, big ones and little ones. They both got locking lids. Keep your coffee hot for hours. Look great on a coffee table. Got the Untethered Live Bible Study logo on the front. All the platforms on the back. Tell all your friends about it. Or get a t-shirt or a pair of shorts or a jock strap or whatever it is you get. I don't know what those things over there. Like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box. But if you want to show a little bit of love, if you'd like to, you can do that over at CashApp $JakeJohnsonband, and I would appreciate it if you did. It's tax time, so, you know, every little bit helps. One last thing. If you like to hang out with us outside of the YouTubeverse and, you know, get to know everybody here, share text videos, all those things, mats and peckers, you can do that over at facebook.com/UntetheredLiveChillin'. The link is in the chat. And it's a pretty cool place. It's updated every day with videos that are adjacent to or about the things we talk about over here on this channel. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's free, it's yours, and there's a group chat over there for just you. So go do it. And now, on with the show. Okay.
You so said share tits.
I did. For some reason, I'm stuttery today. Stuttery.
You got titties on the brain?
Maybe. Yep, they must be on my brain because they're not on my chest. Ah!
Could have been in your hand.
Yeah, they were.
I know.
Judy's here. Judy, you get the gold star for being first in chat tonight. Excellent. Judy says, hey, Amanda and Jake. Hi, how are you? Are you warm?
Hi, Judy. Here's your star.
Gold star for Judy.
Hamburger helper.
Hamburger helper hand for Judy. Amy's here. She says, Judy, it's Chicago night. Good to see you here. What does that mean? Is that some kind of lady code? Chicago night. Are you guys going to burst in with Tommy guns and just take over the place? It's a Tommy gun. I'll get you, you dirty rat. Is that what's happening here?
Is that like bam, 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 bam?
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Amy says, hi, Jake and Amanda. Hi, Amy. How are you? Are you warm? Are you got your footies on? Are you working? What's up? Hamburger helper hand, Amy.
Hamburger helper hand, Amy.
Amy says, happy hump day, camel, camel. Camel, camel. Back at you. It's midnight at the Oasis. Put your camel to bed. Oh, I'm old. Yes, I am. Liked, shared, and invited some friends. Nope, they didn't say that. Liked and shared the video. That's what it says. Thank you, Amy.
That's why we like to trip you up every once in a while, because you just get it in your head of what we said.
Autopilot.
I think what we said.
I know, it's autopilot. I'm working on memory half the time. You don't even know my brain is in other places. Judy says, only for half an hour, Amy. Hubby has to watch The Price is Right. Oh, Chicago.
The show.
Television show. Got it.
Chicago Med.
It's Fallout night. That way you put it back in and take shorter strokes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the chilling page.
Hey, chilling page. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Chilling page is here tonight. Judy says, hey, Amy. And I don't know, my chat's jumping all over the place. What's going on here?
8:31. Everybody's talking in the bottom.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. It jumped a lot.
Catch up.
I'm going backwards now. Judy says, hey, Amy, here's the chilling page. Link is in the chat. There it is. Judy says, number 4, Amy. Bill Bennett's here. He says, hello, Untethered Live fam. I'm sorry I missed the last few shows. I've been busy trying to add a room for my son so he gets out of our bedroom. Not going as planned, but at least my roof don't leak anymore. Hey, that's a good thing.
Right.
Why is your son in your bedroom?
Because he just come home, remember?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember.
Well, he come home sometime last year, I think it was. I think it was Bill's son.
Nope. Come home from where?
Maybe it wasn't Bill's son.
It wasn't Bill's son. Judy says, hey, Bill. And Amanda says, hamburger helper hand, Bill.
Burger helper hand.
Judy says, that's good to hear, Bill. It is. You don't need a leaky roof, especially when it's raining. Amy says, it's been so busy at work. I know. I'm in every different direction. I can't keep my feet on the ground. I've stopped counting in hours and started counting by number of bags I've taken to the dumpster. 6 bags an hour minimum. Wow. That must be some dumpster. I know the feeling, though. I'm going in all kinds of directions right now. It's tax times. I'm trying to pay my land taxes, and I'm trying to get through the weather, and trucks breaking down, and things are going awry, and stuff going that way and stuff going that way. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Talking to all kind of people, getting things in order. It's a crazy day, crazy week, but it'll calm down. It has to calm down. Everybody just calm down. Sit back and calm down and relax. Well, everything's going to be all right. Get that grenade out of your mouth.
You've only got 2 more days before your week's over.
I know, and it's terrifying. I need like 5 more days in that week. And Amy says, hi, Bill. Hopefully you're succeed. Hopefully you'll succeed. Well, if at first you don't succeed, Bill, keep on sucking till you do succeed. I need a rim shot. ATL Transparency. What's up, brother? How's the snow in Georgia? It ain't a rainy night in Georgia anymore, is it?
Well, it might be raining there now.
It might be. He says, is the dog out tracking tonight? No, dog's in there in the tearing up my garbage as we speak.
She better not be.
How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Amy says, hi, ATL. Welcome back.
Hamburger helper hand.
Hamburger
ATL.
helper hand, ATL.
No, she ain't been able to go outside and play for a couple of days, for a week or so.
Yeah, because
so
she's that tall and we had that much snow. So,
Yeah, we have more snow than she is tall.
Yeah, she didn't like that at all.
So she's full of energy and piss and vinegar and getting into everything and anything she can. And
I put her out in the snow the other day, and she picked up every leg she could, held it up above the snow, and just looked at me like, what in the hell are you doing? It's hilarious.
It was funny. I took her out yesterday, and she got out there, and she went to go pee, and I guess because the snow had melted a little bit where it wasn't touching her belly anymore, and I guess that she forgot that she squats. And she squatted to pee, and it touched the snow, and she stood back up real quick. I laughed at her.
It's pretty
Poor
funny.
thing. She done froze her hoo-ha.
Oh, the life of a little dog. ATL says, hello, Amy. I will listen in the back. Well, you can come up front and talk to me for a minute if you want to. I can't be your buddy if you won't ever say anything to me.
It gets crazy around here. He may not want to be us craziness.
I know. Judy says, hey, ATL, but nobody's having more fun than we are. Nobody. This is the best place on the internet. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Rachel's here. She says, hi. Hi. How are you?
Hamburger helper hand.
Hamburger helper hand,
Rachel.
Rachel. Amy says, hi, Rachel. Debbie's here. She says, hamburger helper hand. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. Judy says, hey, Rachel. Amy says, liked, shared, and invited some friends. Have y'all? Hey, that's a good way to do it. Reverse engineering. I like it. Amanda says,
Hamburger helper hand. Debbie.
Kevin Bernard. What's up, my brother? Nice to see you. He says, Jake, Amanda, and everyone. Yes, we are. Judy says, hi, Debbie. And Amy says, hey, St. Bernard. Woof.
Hamburger helper hand, Kevin.
Hamburger helper hand, Kevin. And Rachel says, hello, wave your hand. Hi, how are you? How's the weather? Judy says, 19 here tonight. Yeah, so far.
She's talking about the temperature.
Oh. Well, I wasn't going to correct her at 16, but 19 sounds better, so I let her have it. Yeah, I think it's not as cold tonight as it has been.
We're 32.
32. We're freezing. Just freezing, though.
But it's been raining all day.
Don't I know it? I've driven in it twice today
I'm sorry.
on a motorcycle because I'm built different. I'm built Ford tough on a Harley.
No. Built Chevy tough on a Harley. The Ford can't handle the snow. Look, it's broke down out there.
You got a point. Kevin says 25 here. 50 here. 51.
Old man.
I am old. I'm way older than 51. I just happen to be that age. I age in dog years.
Yeah. Okay.
Amanda says,
32 here tonight.
yeehaw, I wish. If I was 32, you wouldn't be able to stand me.
Whatever.
Judy says, Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. Fire PD. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Chicago, Med, Fire, and PD.
Yeah. I used to watch Chicago Med, but I got kind of bored out on it because it's the same thing over and over and over. It's not really diverse as far as its storytelling goes.
I like that one show.
It's like a one-trick pony, but it's a good show.
It's the firefighters, the inmate firefighters. What's the name of that show?
Yeah.
It's got the guy in it that played in Sons of Anarchy.
Which one?
The motorcycle guy.
You know there was more than one guy in Sons of Anarchy. Right?
The son, the blonde-haired son. I can't think of him, and I can't think of the name of the place. Fire Country, yes. Thank you,
Fire
Judy.
Country.
Yes, good show. Good
Bill
show.
said, I like Dr. House. I'm sticking with that.
I like House too, but we're talking new shows. You're old, remember?
Don't I know? Bill Bennett says, he's only 7, Skylar. We ripped out a closet and put in his bed beside us. A 650 square foot, 2 bedrooms with 4 of us here now, and it's almost 750. LOL. I hear you. I lived a little time in a closet when I was younger. When we moved into a trailer, it was a 1-bedroom trailer, or 2-bedroom trailer. My sister had 1 bedroom, and my parents had 1 bedroom, and I wanted one. I didn't want to sleep on the couch, so I took the laundry room. And if you know about trailers, that's in the hallway. There's a little set of Venetian doors. They open up like this, and there's about 2 foot this way and about 6 foot this way. So enough room for a washer and dryer, but we didn't have a washer and dryer, so I made that my bedroom. And I lived in there for a while, slept on the floor. It was just, we were poor. What can I say? But I had my own room with Venetian doors. Did you have Venetian doors when you were a teenager? No, you did not. So I'm better than you. Most teenagers don't even know what Venetian means. Probably think it's a venereal disease. Ha!
No, I had my own 3-bedroom when I was a teenager.
Just shut up.
You know, you live there.
I know. Rachel says 24 here. And Bill says 13 here in Indiana. Nice. And Judy says fire country for old men. And you're welcome. Excellent. Okay, what are we talking about tonight? Ice, frigid, cold, ugly, nasty, wet, rainy, spiky, slushy, and I'm not talking about my wife.
I mean, I guess it'd be depend on how mad you made me of how cold I got, and spiky and slushy, and
I don't think I have to make you mad. I think you start that way.
Oh, okay.
But I love you.
We'll see that when you get cold and want to cuddle and talk about warm you up, and put your cold appendages all over me. And no.
Appendages? Did you hurt yourself?
I didn't say bandages. I said your appendages.
I thought I had a problem with my appendage once, but it turns out I just had gas.
Yeah.
The old appendage.
So get this.
I had my appendages out.
So I made Jake his dinner tonight, and I bring it to him, and he goes, I can't eat all that.
She served it to me in a serving bowl.
It's not really it's not a serving bowl.
It's the bowl you put on the table that has the peas in it that you dip out of to get your peas out of it. That's the bowl she fed me in. I felt like I was eating out of a trough. Goddamn, I ate every bit of it. That was good.
But he's I can't eat all that. I can't eat all that. And he gets there and he's got like 3 or 4 bites left, and he goes, damn, I guess I could eat all that.
It was good.
And then he goes, stop feeding me so much.
Chili, my weakness. Bill says, I've been watching Landman and Tulsa King. Pretty entertaining. Yeah, we watched both of those. Good shows.
Great shows.
Yeah, I like Billy Bob Thornton. Anything he's in is good.
Mm-hmm. Billy Bob is the shit.
I think I've seen all of his movies.
I think I have too.
Unless there's some obscure one that I missed. I've pretty much seen them all. All the ones he starred in, anyway. He might have been in some as a bit part player, but I don't know. Yeah, Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Fargo.
I don't think I've seen Fargo.
Sling Blade. Oh, I did. Mm-hmm.
Sling Blade.
Sling
Blade is my movie now.
Some French fried potatoes.
Armageddon.
Armageddon. Yeah, he's the thing I like about Bill Bandits. Thing I like about Billy Bob is that he looks different in every movie he's in. You almost can't recognize him.
Right.
He is a great character actor. Bill says, I didn't know Sling Blade was him for a long time, right? That's because he looks completely different. He's a great he's a great character actor. Debbie says, I've been staying up till around 5 a.m. streaming episodes of Manifest. I hear you.
I've never heard of that.
It's like Lost. It's one of those shows that keeps introducing questions and never answers them.
Right.
It is a patently absurd show, and it's entertaining as shit. If it's the one I'm thinking about. I'm pretty sure it is. I can't watch those shows, though. I get too invested, and they never answer me, and it drives me crazy. Sometimes the mystery box is too much. Kevin says, Debbie, yeah, streaming, ? Is that what we're going to call it now?
I don't know, Kevin.
ATL says, it is classic sack damage injury control.
Injury response.
Mm-hmm. Injury response, yes.
Yeah, Kevin, is that what you're calling it? Give her things to play with. She wouldn't have to sit up till 5 o'clock in the morning watching shows.
Yeah. Get a Mr. Potato Head, dress it up, make it look like somebody you know. Put on a puppet show. What are we talking about?
Wear her ass out and she'll go to bed sooner.
Amy says, hi, Debbie. And hi, Bill. That's a good cup of coffee. Thank you.
You're welcome. I bet she's got a hole in it, too, don't
Yeah, I'm going to need you to do that again at some point.
I can tell by the way you're tipping it. You're tipping it awful far back there.
I need that cup of coffee. I was freezing my little nardies off coming home.
Mm-hmm.
You ever tried to drive in the snow on a motorcycle? It's different.
No, I've never driven in the snow.
It's different. Everywhere I stop, people are like, what in the hell is wrong with you? I gotta get to work. I gotta do what I gotta do. What would you do? It was this or the lawnmower.
And it was funny.
The lawnmower's slow.
Yeah, you wouldn't freeze as bad, though.
Right.
It's funny, this morning he gets up and he starts getting ready for work. And he breaks out his chaps and stuff, but he's got so many layers of clothes on under his chaps, he couldn't get his chaps zipped and buttoned. I had to help him get dressed this morning. It was quite funny.
Yep. I couldn't bend over to button them. Debbie says, Flight 827 takes off in Jamaica and arrives in New York 5.5 years later. It's been only a couple of hours for the passengers. I hope it ends better than Lost did. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna keep you guessing all the way to the very end. And then it's gonna do something that makes absolutely no sense at all. That would be my guess. I haven't watched Manifest, but I'm guessing. I have read about it. And I've heard other people talking about it. Amber Grounds is here. Hey, Amber. She says, good evening, friends. Coffee, smiley prayers, coffee, smiley prayers. I'm having breakfast for dinner while watching. Smiley coffee, hamburger helper hand. Excellent. Breakfast for dinner is always wonderful. I had breakfast for dinner, too, if you eat chili for breakfast. Bill Bennett says, chugging that coffee like I'm slamming the bush lights. Amen, brother.
Hamburger helper hand, Amber.
Debbie says, Kevin, when I stay up late with you, it's called steaming.
Amen. Amen, man. Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, bam, bam. ATL says, something. Sorry, my chat jumped.
8:54.
8:54?
Yes. 854.
5-4.
Or as Aaron would say, 854.
Where's Aaron?
He's probably sleeping.
Wake up, Aaron.
I know they had, I think you had something break at work.
ATL says, you want good coffee, but the grinds right into the water and boil it to a paste and filter it. Right on. Put the grinds right in the water, grounds right in the water, and boil the water till it's a paste and then filter it. Yeah, that sounds like mud. I like it, and I'll try that.
Yeah, you'll try that, but I don't know what pot you're going to do it because you're going to ruin a pot doing that.
Nah, I'm not going to do it in a pot.
I'll say you could use my teapot, but then it would taste like tea, and I don't want my tea tasting like coffee, and you don't want your coffee tasting like tea.
Correct. Yeah, don't use my coffee pot for that kind of shit.
No, don't use my teapot for coffee.
I got my own coffee pot, and it's infested with roaches, but it makes good coffee.
You know, saying you don't know more, it's put up, because I don't use that one. I use mine.
Whatever. Judy says, hey, Amber. Amber says, no, Kevin says, Debbie, kissy face. Yummy. Amy says, hi, Gigi. Judy says, LOL, Debbie. Well, you know, steaming, there's a good thing for steaming. That keeps you feeling young. It's good for you. Get your heart palpitating. good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It makes you become masturbatorily ambidextrous.
I steam the shower up for about 10 minutes before I get in it.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Slip and pull a muscle.
Go in there and turn that hot water on, just the hot water, and let it steam that bathroom up nice and warm before I go get in it.
Yeah, we're talking about different things.
Uh-huh. I'm on the cleaner side of this conversation.
Right. Whatever, it's fun.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Amy says, still waiting patiently for a tracking number. Oh, shit, I forgot all about that. I'll get it to you. It's at my work. I'll get it to you as soon as I get to work tomorrow. I'm sorry, I forgot all about you asking me for that. Damn it, man. I've been going like crazy this week in different directions, so it just slipped my mind. I'll make sure it happens. I don't have it here, or I'd give it to you now. But you know how it is. I am anything if not untethered from the ground, flapping in the wind like a paper bag in an old Dodge Charger, hanging out the window. You'd think I'd be a billionaire by now with the kind of lifestyle I live, but for some reason I'm just not that intelligent. I live in a college town and I own a camera, and I hadn't figured out that yet. What? What are you about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, honey.
Nothing, honey. That would ruin the honey.
No, honey nut's pretty good.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. It's hot in here all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about all that.
And Amy says, I know how it is. I've been busy for those of us who have to work for a living. I know that's right. It's just like everything happens at one time. No reprieve. What it is, what's up, brother? He says, is the Masonic Lodge or the Masons, or they have something to do with the dark side, meaning evil? Can you answer that question? Well, yes, I can answer that question. No.
They have.
The thing about Masons is they have to believe in a higher power, but it is not specific as to what higher power. So there are all kinds of Masons in the world. There are Christian Masons, there are Satanic Masons, there are Buddha Masons. They're all over the world, in every country. So that's where the idea that they are satanic comes from, because some of the rituals were written by a guy named Albert Pike, who also wrote rituals for Wiccan and for other satanic cultic organizations and things like that. You can look up Albert Pike. He wrote a book called Dogma, something Dogma. Can't remember the name of the book. Something in Dogma. Anyway, Albert Pike, he's a really old guy that did a lot of things involving societies and organizations and stuff.
But there are some of them that don't do like they're supposed to, though, right?
Probably. There's some of everybody that don't do like they're
Right.
supposed to. It's not being a Mason that's the problem. Masons have been around since the biblical times. In fact, one of the first Masons was a guy named Hiram Abiff. He's mentioned in the Bible, and he was the grand architect on the Solomon's temple. So that's where the lore comes from, all the way from those days. I know this because I am one, in case you didn't know that already. But no, as a general rule, I don't think they're evil. I think they're just people that belong to a club. Yet also got to understand that the Masons that exist today are not the same Masons that existed, 200 years ago. They have become a gentleman's club. It's not they're not operative masons. They're speculative masons, meaning they don't actually work with stone anymore. I do, but that's just happenstance. I just happened to be a stone mason when I became a mason. But in the old days, that's why they existed, to get jobs and to keep jobs secure for them, because it's a skilled work and it takes a lifetime to learn how to do, and you don't want just any old yahoo taking up all the jobs. So the masons would come up with secret ways to identify themselves, and they would be very hush-hush and secretive about job sites and things like that. And the secrets of how to be a mason, they kept very close to themselves. That's the origin of it. So in and of itself, no, it's not an evil thing. But there are masons out there that are evil, if that answers your question. And I'll be glad to talk to you about any of it. There are some things that I will not tell you because I swore not to. But anything that I can tell you, I will. And Judy says, bye, y'all. Where were you going, Judy? You just popping out? Amanda?
Hamburger helper hand, what it is.
Amy says, hi, what it is, and bye, Judy. Well, good night, Judy. We love you. Amanda?
Not Judy.
Amy says, I still have the 5 red candles from my husband's Masonic oath. And what it is says, hello, Jake and Amanda, and to all, thank you for the answer. You're welcome.
Yeah, he knew you were a Mason. That's why he asked you.
Okay. Amber says, bye, Judy Pinky, promise. Judy Pinky, promise the frozen waffles are just a little bit burnt, LOL. OL.
Frozen waffles?
That sounds kind of spooky.
Is that like a Frisbee?
It can be if you throw it.
Well, if it's a frozen waffle, then...
Bill Bennett says, love y'all all. God bless and prayers all around. Bill, are you leaving us, buddy? You just got here. I didn't leave when you got here. What's up? Amber says, I put extra butter to help. Pinky promise. I'm starting to feel like you're doing divisive things with those frozen waffles. Is that code for something? Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Right.
Amanda says,
night, Bill.
and Lady B says, hey, Untethered fam, love y'all a lot. Of my biker friends are Masons or military. That's a pretty popular thing.
Yeah.
There are, at any given time, about 5 million Masons in the world at any given time. And there have been 13 presidents that were Masons. 17 presidents that were Masons. And, of course, all the astronauts and that sort of thing. But it's not the organization it once was. Believe that. Some people think that Masons secretly run the world. They don't. They can't even decide on whether they're going to have ham sandwiches or turkey sandwiches at the meeting. So trust me on this. They're not running the world. But there are organizations within Masons. Like they have their own organizations that they put together. I guess if you live in Washington, D.C., you probably got a group of Masons that do things that Masons here in North Carolina don't do, you know, because they're in a different world. They have a different game they play over there. So it's probably something like that. And I'm sure there's bad ones out there, but I'm not one. I'm not even a practicing Mason. I don't think that being a Mason is, I don't think it fits with being a Christian. So there was a time in my life when I wanted to know those things, and I went in that direction. That time has passed. Now I'm on to other things, if that makes any sense. I haven't been active in probably 15 years. Amanda says,
Night, Bill.
nope. 9:03.
Oh, hamburger helper hand, lady.
Hamburger helper hand, lady. Kevin says, Lady B, hamburger helper hand. Lady B says, Amanda hearts. Kevin hearts. Amy says, there's Lady B. Lady B says, Amy hearts. And Amber says, hugs, good night, Judy. Hugs, good night, Bill. Hearts, smiley faces, and prayers. Amber says, note to self, watch frozen waffles a bit closer next time. What are we doing with the frozen waffles there, Amber? You have piqued my curiosity. Are we talking about Lego My Ego, or are we talking something else?
It sounds like she's
Doing something else.
putting a bunch of butter on them.
Victor Del Vito, what's up, buddy? He says, evening, folks. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. How you doing, and how are the ladies?
So the ladies were there with him or over that direction, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Lady B says, some Masons are underground officials that help battered women, etc. Well, there are some underground officials that help battered women that happen to be Masons, yes. I don't know that. I mean, they probably, because they do a lot of charity work and stuff. So probably, my group didn't do any of that, but we did do stuff for children, orphans, and things like that.
Just like a biker gang.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Amanda says,
Vic, hamburger helper hand, you better be good there, mister.
Aaron, what's up, brother? I was just asking about you. How you doing? Amber says, Victor, good evening. Very nice to see you. Hearts and prayers. And prayers, Victor, and family, says Lady B. Amanda says, hello.
Hello, Aaron. Hamburger helper hand.
Victor says, when am I not? When am I not good? You're never not good. How are you feeling? Are you doing better? Are you moving around more? Getting active? Are you getting antsy?
Yeah, that's why he tried to make a run for it in the middle of the night.
You making a run for the border? Amber says, green team, good evening. And what it is says, how about Bible sticking? How about Billy sticking her foot in her mouth about stolen land? Billie Eilish? Yeah. Yeah, she had to step over her mansion and her yard to say that, but whatever. I bet she won't give that back. Old Billie Eilish. I've never heard her sing, but she looks like she smells like pee. So. Amanda says,
when you try to make a run for it, sit down, relax, and be good, LOL.
Aaron says, naked turkey hand, Amanda. Naked turkey hand. Kevin says, Aaron. Aaron says, what's up, Kevin? Victor says, evening, Kevin. How are you, sir? Lady B says, how are you, Victor? And Kevin says, Victor, I'm good. I hope you're healing up well. Me too. Lady B says, Victor. And Victor says, I've been antsy. I would have made it too if it wasn't for them meddling kids. I hear you, buddy. Yeah, that sucks, man. I understand you're in a situation there, but they're trying to heal you up. And Lady B says, typo. Typo back at you. Victor says, how you doing, Lady B? And thank you, ma'am. Aaron says, looks like she smells like pee and show with Febreze. Yeah. Yep, she sure does. There's something weird about her. I don't know what it is.
And showers
She's got
with
an
Febreze?
absent look. Showers with Febreze. Got it. Lady B says, Victor, your wife has been worried and kept us posted. Amy says, hi, Aaron. Aaron says, hugs, Amy. And Lady B says, we all have prayer for you, Victor. We have all prayed for you, Victor. Amy says, hi, Vic. And Victor says, I got 2 legs and they work. And we'll see what they say at the end of the week. That's great, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you're able to get up and go. That's a good thing. I've been doing all right, man. It's cold around here, and my truck broke down, so I'm having to ride my motorcycle in the wet and the cold and the rain, and that ain't fun. But other than that, I've been doing okay. Good to be here. Good to be alive, and, nice to have friends. So I can't complain about nothing. And thanks for keeping my girls in your prayers. Always. Always. Everybody here I pray for. Because they're all God's children. And I'm trying to keep that a thing, you know. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. Somebody needs to be praying. How are they doing? Are they with you now?
Yeah, he said that they just went to the motel.
I guess I missed that one.
Oh.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said that they just went to the motel there to sleep, and they're right not far from him.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad that they're safe.
He said the girls are back at their hotel sleeping. Left a few hours ago. They're not far. They ain't far. A few blocks away.
I know traveling these days, especially in certain parts of the world, it's kind of dangerous. So I'm glad they made it safely. I've been worried about that. Vic says, I read that one. Amy says, looks like she smells like pee and tuna fish and lima beans. Probably so, yeah. She's a strange girl. We're talking about Billie Eilish, the singer. Strange chick. It looks like she just woke up from a nap and hadn't figured out that she's alive yet. You know that feeling you get? That's what she looks like all the time. I don't know what to think about that. When I see her, I want to yawn. I don't know. You ever get that feeling? So, I don't listen to her. Vic says, Mabel's a strong girl. I'd like to see some Polish effer try with her and F around and find out. Right on. Yeah, it sounds like she'd probably tear him a new one. Aaron says she has a lot of mental illness and has that woke-itis. Talking about Billie Eilish, yes. Yes, I know that. I've seen her green hair and a nose ring. You can check the box when you see that. That's one of those. Debbie says, I call that a stupid, useless look. Right. That's exactly what it is. And those are the people that are running the world. And that's why we're in the situation we're in. They all went to a Leering Center.
Yeah.
And Vic says, Aaron, how you been, brother? It's been a good night. And Vic says, did you get that effort that hurt your dog? Aaron says, it's been one day at a time, Vic. And Vic says, wait, don't answer that. No, from what I hear, he did. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was. I'm sitting here trying to think of what I was about to say.
Must not have been too important.
Nothing's too important. Aaron says, of course, Vic. It only goes one way. And that's right. And I told him, I said, that's exactly what you should have done. Vic says, yes, sir. Lady B says, Jake, isn't it crazy about Nancy Guthrie? They think it's brother-in-law. I don't know who Nancy Guthrie is. Or I don't think I do. I don't recognize the name. They think it's the brother-in-law. Who thinks, who is the brother-in-law of Nancy Guthrie? And what did they think about the brother-in-law? I'm obviously not familiar with this story. April is poof, by the way. That came to an end, huh? Well, you knew it was gonna. There's plenty of fish in the sea, both physically and metaphorically. You can go to the website, plentyoffish.com, or you can go out into the sea and find another fish. But either way, there's fish out there. She turned into a ghost. I thought she might, the way she responded when you asked her questions, what you were telling me. I figured it wouldn't be long. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but it's good practice. Just chalk it up to that and move on. A senator's mom went missing. That last name Guthrie, says Debbie. Okay, I got it. Aaron says, man, I'm too pretty for all that. Too pretty for your shirt. Victor says, I'll bring you home a Ukrainian girl, Aaron. They do good cooking. I bet. And they're taught a different way over there. I think most intelligent Westerners are going for the foreign girls these days. There's been a lot of that. There's been a strong uptick, so much so that the Western girls are like, what the hell? What's going on here? Are we losing? I think we're losing. Because you're losing. But there's been a lot of people going for the foreign women because they're taught a different way. They don't have the Western privilege mentality, which is a good thing. What it is why the Dems making suggestions of body cams to threaten not to shut down the government over that request. I don't know. Are they threatening to not shut down the government? Is that a new thing? Last I heard, they were threatening to shut down the government.
A partial shutdown anyway.
Mm-hmm. Debbie says, hey, Kevin, Vic is handing out women. You going to order one?
What the hell's he going to do with two of them?
Right. He's probably like, I ain't got enough energy for one. Damn, I can't take two. Aaron says, I dated a Polish girl that was crazy, and they used to talk in Polish. Their birthday song is weird. I bet. Vic says, I stand by it. Foreign girls are where it's at. I think you're probably right. Aaron says, Kevin would want to order a good one, not just a woman. And, yeah, there's only one Debbie slot, so. Kevin says, I'll try like hell to keep up, though. Vic says, oh, I'll get him a good one. Agent Colin, welcome back. Hi again. Nice to see you. What it is says, when is Ilhan Omar going to get her just dues? When is that coming? When are we going to see her get the boot? Well, I don't know. I'm not part of the government, nor am I privy to their workings or their future plans. But my guess would be probably soon, because all that stuff is up in the air right now. Aaron, Amanda says,
Keelan, hi.
Fab Daddy, what's up, buddy? He says, some guy just threw milk, cream, and butter at me. How dare he? How dare he? Yep, that's gay.
Kind of sound like
It's a joke. It's how dare he?
Yeah.
Good one. I like that. Amanda says,
Hamburger helper
hand, Fab Daddy. Savannah Guthrie, anchor of the Today Show, her mom went missing from her Arizona home. Ty mom is 85. Okay, Lady B. I believe I did see something about that on the news, but I hadn't heard how it worked out. Did they find her? Is she dead? What happened? Victor says, I'll tell the one to Hannah tomorrow. I'll tell that one to Hannah tomorrow. Yeah, how dare he? That's a good one. Get her going, though. Make her think that somebody actually threw dairy at you.
Oh, Lord.
Be angry. And I can't believe it. Some guy just threw milk and dairy at me. Really? Yeah, how dare he?
Milk and butter and cream.
Agent says, how to make a website. Go on Google, turn on ChatGPT and say, make me a website.
Poof, you're a website.
You have to learn how to do HTML and all that good stuff.
They're not hard.
It's not really hard. It takes about 10 minutes to learn how to code HTML. It takes about 2 years to learn how to do it good, but you can learn the basics in a very short amount of time. And you can be off and running. You need a good text editor and a good FTP client to upload your website. And you need a place to put it. So go to GoDaddy.com, which is a Google service, and it'll give you a free website domain. Choose your name, and you're off to the races. Follow the directions. Fab Daddy says, happy hump day, Camel Camel. The Weekend said the camel is his Jeep. Camel's in his Jeep. The camel's in his Jeep? I thought he was at the Oasis having a nap. Kevin says, hamburger overhand, Fab Daddy. And Aaron says, Fab, it's better than biting a donut. Right on. Amy says, I am a very good cook. I know you are. Work miracles with a crock pot. Please and thank you. Hey, everybody, hit that like button, subscribe, share, support, join, and if you can, feed Jake. Cash App, $ Jake Johnson Band, PayPal.me/Jake Johnson Band. I appreciate you. Amanda says, I'm a good cook too. Definitely. Definitely that. Lady B says, hey, Fab Daddy. Victor says, I'll say it a few times before she gets it, haha. She's a smart little bugger, though. Oh, she is. I've talked to her before. She's got her head on her shoulders. Fab Daddy says, hi, everyone. I hope you all are staying hydrated. I got my drink right here. Lady B says, Bill is a suspect. Who's Bill? Clinton? That would be something. Oh, brother-in-law, I see, is a suspect. But what happened? I don't know the end of the story. Did they find her dead? What's going on with it? Amy, I'm hiring, says Aaron, for a good cook. He says, I have an opening. Lady B says, water, Fab, or hot tea. Water everywhere and not a drop to drink. When you fail to know what to do, you stick it in the pink. Aaron says, I don't pay well. Come on, Aaron. Come on now. With a good cook, you got to pay good. That's worth the money. It cost me everything, but it's worth it. I give a big tip. Dude, don't be bragging now. He said, I give a big tip. Aaron's smiling. That's funny. Fab Daddy says she was a reporter on ABC, or was it CBS, and her mother went missing. Yeah, I know that part. But apparently they found her or something. Lady B saying her brother-in-law was a suspect. I don't know. Hoodies are on the way, Lady B. Everything's slow, but they're coming. So, does anybody know why the mother-in-law went missing? Amy says, smiley, smiley. Victor says, hoodies? Yes, sir, you're getting a hoodie. Although you have to get it when you come home because it's going to your home. Because I don't know your address.
No, it's going to Madison's.
Oh, is it? Yeah, okay. I know it's going that direction anyway.
Yeah, it's going to Madison's.
But they're lovely. Quite some doing to get it done, but we got it done. Fab Daddy says, no idea. I don't either. I don't have no idea. It's IE, hoodie. like koozie. Same thing. Victor says, the stinky bitch gonna take them. Well, I imagine she won't open the package.
She gave you your Christmas cards, so.
Right? He says, just kidding. She seems like an all right girl. She's been in here a bunch of times.
Her and Hannah seem to be having fun.
Yeah. It seems like
It gives Mabel a nice break.
right. Like a good reprieve.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be glad when all this snow gets off the ground, though. That is not fun.
It's about gone. The rain about run it all away today.
You go out there, it's all over the sides of the road piled up where they've been plowing.
Yeah.
And that'll take a month to melt away.
I'm talking about our yard and stuff. It's about gone out of our yard, and finally.
Now it's just a big mud hole.
I had to go out today to meet Walmart out there, and I was like, ooh.
What it is, Jake, do you still practice with a band or have a jam session? I haven't this year. I've been kind of semi-retired this year because my moneymaker quit working, and ain't no point in trying to keep going when I can't keep going. So, but I'm getting ready to start back because I'm gonna alter and just be a side guy for a while. I can't be the front man anymore, but I can still play, so there ain't no point in not making some money where I can, you know. So I'll probably either be a drummer or a bass player or a lead guitar player for somebody and just do that. So I'm getting ready to do some new stuff. Fab Daddy says, my new band name is Hoodie Hughes. Like Moody Blues, but the other way around. I got it. You could call it Huey, Hoodie, and the Blues. Aaron says, we're back to normal here. We're back. Oh, the weather? Yeah. Yeah, I got it like Moody Blues. Fab Daddy. Kevin says, a day above freezing would be nice. Right. It's freezing here now, just at it. 32 degrees. Victor says, she's like Hermione. Hemorrhoid. I learned to get used to it. I mean that in the most caring possible way. I hear you, man. Hemorrhoids can be gotten used to. Montana Vigilante Explorer, is that who I think that is?
I think it is.
What's up, brother? Long time no see. I'm glad to hear you're still alive. High 50s all week. No snow. 67. Great falls today. 60s coming up. Glad to see you, buddy. How you doing? I've been thinking about you a lot. Where you been? Victor says, she's all right, though. She seems all right. She seems like a nice girl. I don't know, but from what I can tell by chat, seems all right. Lady B says, they found her. Is she alive? Ransom note? I think. I don't know. I hadn't heard. Not really on my radar. Amanda says,
Hamburger Helper Ham, Montana. Welcome back.
Which means hi. Lady B says, member of 3 Dog Night Past. Yeah, hemorrhoid, pain in the ass. I get it, Vic. Aaron says, hi, Amy, in case I didn't say hi. And what it is my band name is Cold Banana. Tiny Banana.
Ooh.
Amanda says,
LOL, Vic. PITA. P-I-T-A. Pain in the ass.
oh, yeah, like a hemorrhoid. He got it right.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're just a big nodule on the part where it looks like a fig, and you just throb and ache and aggravate and can't scratch you to stop you to shut your mouth.
Yeah, but he could call Madison a PITA and be calling her a pain in the ass, and she'd never know it.
Unless she was in the 3rd grade ever.
I mean, not everybody knows what it means.
Fab Daddy says, good to see you, Montana. Yes, it is. What it is says, I've been thinking about you a lot as I reach down between my legs and ease the seat back. You just watch your little mouth what it is. I know I'm an object of desire, but calm down. Jesus.
Damn it, man. What's really going on around here?
Making me feel gay. It's fabulous. Amy says, hi, everyone, in case I forget to say hi to anyone. Everybody, hi. Hi, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, if I can borrow a cup of sugar.
I got some sugar for you.
Ooh, brown sugar. Pour some sugar on me. Honey, fire it up. I think I'm going to be a bass player. I like to slap. Aaron says, I just thought of a ghetto stripper name. Why are you thinking of ghetto stripper names? And I can see where your mind is.
Right.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. Yes. What's her name? Loquat? Boucher? Boucher. That's pretty ghetto. Tucac? Yeah. It's funny.
I swear.
You guys are incorrigible. Bougie, says Aaron. Bougie. I was thinking Draymond Green. That's the ghettoest name I've ever heard. One Tooth, says Aaron. Sticky pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the episode of Landman. He walks in and he goes, damn, you guys do wash them things? When he walks into the strip club and they're washing the pole.
Gross.
He says, damn, you do wash them things?
I'm a galet. That's a good one, Debbie. Amy says, I was thinking smooth mocha latte for Aaron. Ooh. You can't even say that name without sounding like Barry White. Smooth mocha latte. Big ass hand. Lady B says, Debbie Hart. Sorry. My voice is trying to give out on me again.
Again?
Again.
It
happens. All that wet, cold rain.
That's what she said. Oh, you said rain.
I did say rain. Make it rain. Aaron says, I was a janitor at the strip club during my divorce. The owners used to tell us to just throw the outfits away because they used to share their shoes and the outfits. It was crazy. Yeah, that's gross.
Ew.
I don't even want to know what kind of critters are crawling across those things. Victor says, Toonie Tammy. She'll do just about anything for a couple of bucks. Aaron says, Amy, my stripper name would be Smile Gnaw. Wow.
There was this crackhead that used to live in the neighborhood, and that woman would literally do anything for some crack.
Right.
And I saw her do some disgusting stuff.
Vic says, I don't know if you Americans have toonies, $2 coins. No, we have a $2 bill, but they're very rare. I mean, you have to go looking for them. You go to a bank and ask, and they'll give you them. but they don't circulate them anymore. We used to, though, years ago.
My grandpa used to give us kids, his grandkids, a $2 bill every time he seen us. So, you know, he lived in Orlando, which was a little ways away from us. So when it come time for me to buy my first race car, I bought my race car with $2 bills.
Yeah. Here, if you go to the bank and ask, you can get $2 bills and gold coins that are worth $1.
Yeah, the dollar coins.
Yeah, you can get those, but they don't circulate, either one of them. So you won't never get them back for change. All of our coins are under $1 except for the dollar. And we do have a silver dollar, but they're, like I said, they don't circulate them, so you have to ask for them. And I guess you could collect them, and you can spend them, but when they go to the bank, they don't put them back out. So people still take them. So if I went to the store with $2 half, I could use that. But when they went and put their money in the bank would just confiscate them and replace them with regular dollars. I don't know why. And I guess because they just don't want that kind of currency out there anymore. I don't know. Debbie says Uncle Stumpy is my best customer. Right? He give you a good arming. Aaron says they could call the place Wetsuit. Ooh. Aaron says Chicago had a lot of those, Amanda. The crack hose.
Her favorite trick was making a 40-ounce beer disappear.
Yuck. No.
Yeah, and not pouring it out of the bottle.
Aaron says, what was your first race car?
It was a Pinto.
It's a Pinto. I remember that car. A blue Pinto. With a number 4 painted on the side.
No, a 20.
Whatever it was. Now, Fat Daddy says, what is the cost of a postal stamp? I don't know.
50.
It used to be 25 cents.
I think it's 53 cents right now. I know it's like $20 for a book.
Yeah. Oh, holler for $1. Yeah. Oh. Did I get $1 now? Did I earn it?
They are
Please,
70.
Can I have another?
A first class forever is a 78 cents.
78 cents.
Yep, a 20 stamp booklet is $15.60. I knew it was like $20.
Shipping is ridiculous nowadays. The Postal Service needs to get on their business.
Well, yeah, they're just coming out of the holiday season, and they got to come. They'll start coming down on their prices a little bit now.
Fab Daddy says forever stamps I should have bought. Right? I don't know what that is.
The ones that don't have a price on them. The ones that I just sent out a whole book of them.
Oh, really? Aaron says Ford Pinto. That's right. A car that was notorious for exploding on contact. Because they had the gas tank right in the back. When you hit that joker. There's a good joke about that in the movie Top Secret, I think it is. Where they run up and rear end a Pinto, but they come up right up close to it and just go dink, and then it explodes.
Mm-hmm.
What it is says if I had a strip club, it would be called No Telling. That way, if your wife asks where you're going, no telling. That way, you wouldn't be lying to her. I just say if your wife calls, you tell her you're not here.
Right.
Aaron says, I've never actually been to one. I just think it's funny. I thought you were a janitor at one. How could you be a janitor at one without having gone to one? Lady B says 454 4-barrel Chevy big block. All right, 455 Rocket. Your turn. Are we doing motors? Fab Daddy says Corvair. That car was dangerous. Yes. Had one of those too. Many moons ago. A big one. My favorite car, though, that I've ever owned was a Delta 88, I think. There's some controversy because I remember it being a Delta 88, but I can't find one that looks like the one that I had.
I'm telling you, it was a Riviera.
It might have been, but I think it said Delta 88 on the badge. That's what I remember.
The car you're talking about was the Riviera.
Anyway, that was my favorite car. My second favorite car was a Chrysler Newport. It was so big, I used to joke about putting a fence around the hood and putting lawn chairs up there.
But I think we had the most fun in the Celica.
Yeah, or the Datsun BT10.
Or the Datsun, yeah. Well, that one was for other reasons. But as far as driving and having fun, the Celica, I think we had the most fun in.
It was a good car. I bought it new. I paid it off and found out it was stolen the day I paid it off. So I had to give it up. So I went across the street and told the car lot across the street what they had just did to me, and they sold me a Chrysler LeBaron, a big one, not the little one, a big one, for $50 down. And I never made another payment on it. I drove it for like 3 years. I just never made a payment on it, and they didn't come looking for it. All the old days. So I got a Chrysler LeBaron, the big one, for $50. And that was a good car. I ran a lawn business out of the trunk of that car.
My Lord.
You remember that?
Yes. In the pouring down rain.
Well, it was Florida. It rains every day in Florida. Aaron says, I mean, like in it with naked people. We cleaned after hours. I got you. You've never been, you need to go to a strip club at least once and feel that shame.
Why?
Because it's a man thing.
Nasty.
It's just a thing. It's not nearly as attractive as you think it is. It's kind of a...
Hoish?
No, it's kind of a thing that you need to do. Men need to have a sexual experience in their life, and they go very long periods of time without it, like camels. But then you go, and then you wish you hadn't went. But you're there, so you have to pretend like you wanted to be there, but you really wish you hadn't gone. That's kind of one of those things. It's like going to see a psychic. You want to know the future enough that you'll pay somebody to tell it to you, but while they're telling it to you, you know they're full of shit, and you're getting robbed. But it's the thing you did, so you have to live with it. It was called deja vu. I have one of those here. Right down the road. Deja vu. It's a chain.
Oh, you're talking about the club. Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about actual deja vu.
No.
I was going to say, yeah, we have deja vu here all the time.
Lady B says, not racing, but drag strip, rather.
Yeah.
Right on.
No, we race roundy round. Little short track.
Aaron says, my dad had a LeBaron. It was white. A big one or a little one? The little ones were garbage. The big one was a pretty nice car.
My mom had a Chrysler K-car convertible.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little fun car.
That's basically what the new LeBarons were. Little tiny thing. Whatever. I've owned a few of those, but they're garbage. They break pretty. They're like a Chevy Citation, just a breakdown car.
Or a Ford Fiesta.
Or a Fiesta. Yeah, something like that. Fab Daddy says, break that cherry. Oh, good gracious, man. Debbie says, I've been to a strip club. Fab Daddy says, I like taking virgins to the strip club. Gross. What are you doing with virgins?
He's talking about strip club virgins.
Oh. Aaron says, nah, I'm not interested. You're really not. It seems like you would be, but you're not.
I just don't see how women degrade themselves like that.
'Cause it pays.
So?
I'm just telling you, that's why. Fab Day says, it's so fun to watch them get lap dances. Yeah. I've never had that issue. I can get them anytime I want them. Lady B says, a family member had a Delta 88. No shocks. Hit a pothole. Up and down for a solid mile.
Right.
Well, mine had no brakes. So I had to drive it very carefully. And it was a very big car, very long. It was like 19 feet long. And a big car. So if it didn't stop, it didn't matter. All the other cars would just get pushed out of the way. And it was made out of cast iron, I think. So it didn't matter. But I broke the emergency brake so that it would recoil when I pressed down on it. And I could press it like a brake. It wouldn't lock. So that's what I used to stop it. I just had to start stopping a mile back and ease up to my stop. Plan ahead, that sort of thing. I drove it for like a year like that.
It was quite funny.
Yeah. One time I was working in Zephyr Hills, which is about 60 miles from my house, and I did a double shift, and I was exhausted. I was in that car, and I got out to go home at like 5 o'clock in the morning. My shift ended. I was a security guard there, and I pulled out of the driveway, and that's the last thing I remember. I woke up sitting in my driveway with the car running and me asleep in the seat. I have no idea how I got there, how many houses I ran through. No idea.
Well, the car wasn't beat up, so obviously you didn't hit nothing.
I don't know if I did or not. I just know I was there. That was a scary night. I must have drove there, but I have no memory of it. Debbie says, this woman just came out, started moving like she was convulsing, and then fell down and started loving herself. I looked at my husband and said, I'm out. And he just laughed.
Right?
You talking about the strip club you went to? Aaron says, do they have mermaids? Strip clubs? They don't usually have a tank, no. If you want that, you got to go to Disney World or something like that. What's the other one? SeaWorld. The club. Yeah, I don't think they have mermaids. I mean, there might be a chick in a mermaid suit, but she's flopping around on the stage with a pole. I think you're thinking of a movie strip club, and they don't make those. Unless you're in L.A. They might have something like that in L.A. Victor says, I bought a 1971 Cadillac DeVille for $4,200, $2,500 to $3,000 US dollars, right? A few years ago, 4 doors, swapped for a 427. Mabel hates it, but I'm excited to rebuild it one day. I hear you, buddy. Cadillac is hard to beat. An old one, those old Cadillacs, the older the better.
That big old boat felt like you're riding on a cloud of air.
That's pure luxury, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's how that Delta 88 I had was. It looked like a Cadillac. It had fins, and it had the lights in the front that open like that, like big tower lights. Had a big, like front fenders.
It was a Riviera.
It was a badass car, though. But I loved it.
It felt like you was riding on a cloud of air constantly.
Mm-hmm. That's a great car.
The interstate by where we lived, it was like funky riding. But every time you get on it, you just hit one of the overpasses or something, and come off the overpass, and it just glide through the air.
And you had all kinds of room in that car. There's nothing but space.
I would go to work with him sometimes and go lay down in the car and go to sleep.
Aaron says he had a big one with plush blue seats. Oh, yeah? Who's he? Who had a big one with plush? I mean, I did, but what are you talking about? Lady B says Delta 88, like a limo, so luxurious. It was white with burgundy velvet interior, plush, right? I don't know what kind of interior mine had. It was very old and it dry rotted. So I think it was leather, but I'm not sure.
We had, it was cloth.
Fab Daddy says, I'm never going again. I don't pay to get teased, right? Yeah, strip clubs ain't all they're cracked up to be. It's a room full of shame is what it is. And Lady B says, nice blue, right? Aaron says, I had a stripper roommate. She walked around naked, and I was like, nope, I can't bring myself to pay to see nothing. I hear you. I had a stripper roommate, too. Was married to my drummer. It's kind of interesting. Lady B says, Debbie, you are out. Smiley face. Out of what? What are we talking about? Debbie, you are out? What is she out of? I'm confused. Aaron says,
Probably shot out.
"Are you maybe?" It doesn't say that though.
No, it doesn't say that, but that's probably what she meant.
Aaron says, "Amy, do you still have the Harley?" Question mark. I think so. Fab Daddy says, "Last strip show I watched was in Vegas. Now that's probably fun. Those strippers are a different breed. The Follies, before they blew the casino up, right? I bet that was fun. I like those Vegas girls. They're pizzazz, you know, and all that jazz. They're not like a 42-year-old trailer trash girl with a spare tire that smokes 2 packs a day with a tattoo of a dagger on her chest or arm or something. Not like that. Not a waffle waitress. They're like dressed to the nines and in good shape. I could get into that." Victor says, "I like the big long ass chrome grill. Nice shiny chrome bumper. I could for every trained Russian soldier. I could fit every trained Russian soldier in the back of that car, right?" Yeah, Cadillac's hard to beat, man. What it is says, "So Jake, you been there of poor man, poor ways, right? I'm doing what you got to do to get by and do it." Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. What are you asking me? You've been there, poor man, poor ways, right? Yeah, I'm poor now. What are you talking about? Doing what you got to do to get by? Yeah. It ain't gay if you're broke. What are you asking me? Victor says, "Fit, yeah, fit all the soldiers in the back seat. Yeah, you can fit a whole family of Mexicans back there for sure." Aaron says, "Man, I have no snacks." Oh, no. That's not good.
I was just thinking about some ice cream.
Yeah. Fab Daddy says, "Nothing like 12 topless women, arm in arm, kicking their legs in time to tunes," right? Showgirls. That's something. Amy says, "I'm back. I didn't know you left. That's amazing. I took the trash to the dumpster, and I was in a meeting in the manager's office." Congratulations, I think.
Was there any trash pandas out there?
Yeah, did you see any trash pandas? Trash panda Amanda. Aaron says, "I heard Miami is like that." It can be. There are upscale places in Miami.
Don't go to the Keys.
Yeah,
don't go
don't
down
go
past
to the
US.
Keys.
Don't go down to the Keys and out on US 1.
Yeah, there's nothing on the Keys for you, buddy.
Yeah, nothing you want to get involved with. I promise.
Tyrone Biggums. Yes. What it is. That's a good one. Debbie says, "I was out the strip club." Oh, you out? I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. I did not make that connection, but as soon as you said it, I remembered you were talking about it. Well, actually, I just went to watch the pool tournament. The real reason we were there. And my husband kept laughing and just saying, "I told you." Yeah. What it is says, "Now that is a ghetto name. Tyrone Biggums." Yep. And I think Tyrone Biggums and Traymond Green probably know each other. And Shaquisha Johnson. Aaron says, "I grew up with a Tyrone E. Dwan and Dwan." Tyrone E? Tyrone? Like Tyrone Baloney? Or Tyrone E? Not sure. And Dawan?
I went to school with a girl named Shaquisha.
I once finger banged a girl named Lucretia.
Ew.
Lucretia, that's what it was.
That's nasty.
No, it wasn't. She was a redhead and she was hot for it. And I was like 15, so yeah. For some reason I crawled into her window in the middle of the night, and I don't remember how I met her. But I remember being there. Weird. And then I hid in the closet while her mother came in her room and stomped around with a cane. It's weird. It's a weird memory. Debbie says, I thought it would be like a burlesque show and was looking forward to it. Boy, I was wrong. Yeah, strip clubs are not like burlesque shows. You can get into a burlesque show. They're kind of fun because there's a story there, and there's dancing, and there's costume changes, and they actually care, right? Put work into it. A strip club is just a chick grinding on a pole. I don't even think she has a routine. She's just there. Sticks her butt in your face, wants you to give her $1. That's it. Most of them don't even go topless anymore, so what's the point? It ain't like the 80s. Lady B says, girl I knew in the 80s, she was beautiful and classy. She worked at a high-end gentleman's club, and she never touched. She paid her way through medical school and a very successful surgeon. Right on. A lot of people pay their way through college by stripping because it's high-end money at very low effort. Aaron says, and a dude named Mook. Mook? That both sounds like a slur and a cool name. I like it. Mook. Hey, Mookie. Mook. Did you grow up in New York?
Chicago.
What it is says, let's just all sit on the couch and get a bag of popcorn and watch some nugget porn.
I had a neighbor named Tonk.
What is nugget porn? Lady B says, typo. Paid her way. I got it. Aaron says, so ghetto, LOL. It's pretty ghetto. I can't beat that. What it is says, Amanda, what's down there below the West Keys? Enlighten us. Tell us all about it. Gay people. Lots of them. And parrots. Gay people and parrots. Aaron says, Cape Carroll has a smaller version of Fantasy Fest. I'm well aware of what it is, and I went to it by mistake one time, and it was like, the hell, these dudes got old fairy wigs and freaking wind socks. Right. It's kind of a strange place, the Keys. It didn't used to be like it is today. I mean, it's always been that way, but it used to be like a well-kept secret. There's normal people, but they got freaky at night, that kind of place. And you used to could go there and enjoy the atmosphere. You can't anymore. It's a completely different country now.
It's
Afghanistan.
It's all gay bars and clubs, and they walk all over the town, and they are everywhere.
And they're fabulous.
They're way more than fabulous.
They're stop. Those shoes don't go with those pants.
Yes.
Lady B says, have y'all ever tried kettle corn and the fat cheese puffs together? Shake them up in a big plastic storage bag. I can't say that I have.
I like kettle corn by itself.
What is kettle corn?
Popcorn.
Oh.
It's a sweet popcorn.
Oh. I like Cracker Jacks. Does that count?
No. That's caramel corn.
I like caramel. Fab Daddy says, can you even smoke in a strip club now? No.
Probably not.
No, it's a very special place that you can still smoke today. You got to find those. A couple of biker clubs is about all you're going to get. And one Waffle House in between here and South Carolina. That's it. Amy says, they don't go topless anymore. Of course not. It's a trip and fall hazard. And you could put an eye out with one of those things. Yeah, but what a way to go.
Refresh, Aaron.
What it is there's a black kid in our neighborhood. He was older, but he had a cool name. His name was Chevelle. I thought it was pretty cool. That is a pretty cool name for a person, Chevelle. I can see that.
Yeah, I have a friend, he named his daughter Nova.
Aaron says, message retracted. I can't read it if you retract it. Stupid phone. Victor says, pro tip, Don't go to foreign strip clubs unless you can read the sign. Ha ha. Yes. Absolutely.
I can only imagine.
And if you're in Thailand, don't be flattered by the pretty young girl. Because she's not a girl. And also probably has AIDS. Lady B says, I knew a Dejuna. Oh, a Dewana. Yeah. A Dewana. Do you wanna? Kevin says, strippers' names. Monkey Juice.
Right.
Oh, snap. Richard, are you in here? Boy, I hope so. Fab Daddy says, I went to many strip clubs while in the Army. Some were decent. Most were heinous. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, when I had the age of being able to go to a strip club, I lived in Florida. And you get what you pay for. That's all I can tell you. Aaron says, yep, I learned it the hard way. I was down there and walking around when I just stumbled on it. A bunch of people was like hitting on me because I was one of the only black dudes, right? Or one of the oldie black dudes. Either way, I got it. Yeah, you'll have that in Florida. It's kind of weird, like the blue parrot and things like that. The Rainbow Club. You just got to watch out.
The green parrot.
You got to protect your twigs and berries. Although I will say this, I used to play for places like that quite a lot, and they loved me. I don't know why, but I made hella tips when I played gay clubs. They love some Jake Johnson. I don't know why, but I'm like Elvis freaking Presley in those places.
Wow.
And if they're going to pay me like that, you damn right I'll play there.
I won't say nothing.
I guess it was the long hair and black leather pants and no shirt, but whatever. I made the money honestly. I didn't do anything to get it other than play music, so. But I always walked out of there with a wad of cash. Aaron says, what happened? I don't know. What happened? Amy says, Kevin, smiley, smiley. And Victor says, yes, sir, Fab Daddy, smiley, smiley. Aaron says, can anyone else not see Jake? I can see Jake.
I can see Jake.
Oh, I see it's froze up there.
It needs to refresh.
I might be,
You're fine.
well. Says I have an excellent connection.
You're fine. It's Aaron's end, not yours.
No, mine's frozen too.
Well, that's because you had an ad and it didn't come back from the ad. Mine just did it too.
All right, I'm going to refresh it. Let's see what happens. I'm not live. Wait.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'm back.
I would have told you if you weren't.
Okay, all right, I'm back. Maybe that helped. I'm back. Victor says, yes, sir, Fab Daddy. Aaron says, can anyone else not see Jake? Lady B says, windsock. Smiley, smiley. Is that like the thing that airports used to have?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Victor says, I see him. All right. Mine started over, says Aaron. Are you back? Are you square? Caught up. I see the circle of death spinning. No Jake, says Amber. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. I'm still alive, though, and I have a good connection, so it's not that. Must be something YouTube did. What it is says, nugget porn is a man and a woman with no arms and no legs. Like a nugget. Ooh. Gross. What do they do? Just roll around? I don't even want to know. Just don't answer that
I was going to say,
question.
do you really want to know the answer to that question?
Gross. I'd like to see him go swimming, though. Lady B says, Kevin, smiley, 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 monkey juice, smiley, smiley. And Amber says, I hadn't restarted. And Amy says, message retracted. I can't read it if you retract it. Amy says, it's fine on my end. Yeah, I don't know. Mine glitched too, so I guess some people were affected by it. I don't know what it was. But we're still here. Amber says, wow. Wow. Aaron says, no mine. Do you have me now, Aaron? Amy says, retracted because it posted twice. I understand. I was just teasing you. You know I got to say the thing. I'm very repetitive. Aaron says, I see him, but I don't know if it's current. I'm going to cross my arms right now. That's how you know it's current. If you didn't see me cross my arms, you're not current.
You know, if you would turn your timestamp on, then you would know if it was current.
Amber says, okay, I shut out and returned. Aaron says, hold up. I'm back. All right, we're good. Amber says, usually not green team. Usually this means I'm a few minutes lagging. It happens. What it is says another stripper name, Chocolat Starfish. No, that's your dirty mind playing games on you. Aaron says, no, mine started all the way over. We'll pull it all the way to the end and let go and see if it puts there or click live, and it should catch you right up.
Oh, I forgot that he's not on a computer.
Oh.
Never mind, you can't do the timestamp.
Kevin says, all good here. Amber says, I thought it started the circle of death because of the wind or weather here. Could be the weather. It's still snowy here, too, so it might be the weather. What it is, you were asking me about being poor. What did you mean by that statement? What were you asking me? I didn't catch the question exactly. It was no ad, says Aaron. Fab Daddy says, I knew a guy back in the military that went to gay bars, and he said they bought him beer, so he didn't care. Well, that's one way to do it. Girls do that all the time, so.
Yeah.
Girls have made livings out of that, so guys can do it too. Fab Daddy says, I've never been to a gay bar. I doubt it. If you're gay, is it a gay bar or just a bar? How about that question? Aaron says, it did his intro and I had to drag it over. But you're back now. Okay. I am homophobic, says Fab Daddy. Well, there's nothing to be afraid of. They're just gay. They won't bite. I mean, they might.
Yes, Mac.
Got it. Hello, Mac, if you're watching.
He's not watching. He's too busy sending us reels.
Lady B says, Cher Johnson. Who is Cher Johnson? What it is it was all that trouser trout smothered in leather pants, Jake. That's what that's why they tip so well. You know why you was sitting there teasing them the whole time?
Yeah, they tipped him so well because Jake was a pretty boy in their bar.
I've never been a pretty boy, but yes. John Anthony, welcome. Good evening.
And you know what? Yes, you were. Makeup and your hair done and whole 9 yards. Don't even go there.
Don't tell people I wore makeup. That was only for photo shoots. I was young and I needed the money. Amanda says,
Hamburger helper hand, Mr. P.
is that Mr. P?
Yeah.
You change your name so often I can't keep up
No,
with
he
you.
hasn't changed his name.
It was John F. the other day.
It still is. It's John Anthony F.
Okay. Nice to see you, John. Wakanda forever, says Aaron. Is that, did they do that in that movie? That means something else, by the way. I think they stole that. And it's all right that they did.
Your chat jumped.
Nope, I'm still here. Share Johnson. Nope,
Your chat jumped. 10:07.
I'm at 10:07.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. P. Hamburger Hilbrand.
Okay.
Aaron says, don't bother me. I just didn't know what Fantasy Fest was, right? It didn't bother me either. I'm pretty secure in my sexuality. And, you know, I know how to run. Cher Johnson Band. I don't know who Cher Johnson is. Oh, are you saying that for me? No. Nope, it was Jake. Lady B says, hey, John Anthony. Aaron says, Wakanda forever. And Aaron says, what's a timestamp? It's the number before the text. You know how you look at the bar at the bottom and it's got zeros on this end and a big number on that end? And if you scroll, it'll give you a number in the middle. That's a timestamp. So if you click like 117, it'll take you to that position in the video. Timestamp.
Yeah, but if he's on the computer like we are, at the beginning of the chat before it says the person's name, it shows what time that it posted.
Right.
That's how Jake and I keep up when he gets lost.
Right. And you can set that for time or the timestamp in the video. For us, it works better for time. Amy says, there's a gay bar in this town. It's called The Back Door. Apropos, there's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's funny because we were naming stripper names earlier, and one of the stripper names is here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Aaron says, hopefully it closed, LOL, the back door. Yeah, hopefully it's closed. Amber says, I've never been to a bar. Like any bar. Restaurants with bars, yes. But just a bar? No, you're not missing a lot. It smells like smoke and beer. It's dark. It's dingy. It's wonderful. I grew up there. I love it.
Right. I got my fair share of them real quick, so by the time I was legal drinking age, I could care less about a bar, and then I became a bartender.
People used to tell me, it is so wonderful to see somebody that has zero stage fright. How do you do that? I'm like, are you kidding me? This is my living room. I grew up here. I'm as comfortable on this stage as you are in your house on your recliner chair. I would take my clothes off right here in front of God and everybody, and it wouldn't scare me at all. That's how comfortable I am. I don't have stage fright. Unless I've had it one time. And that's because I was playing a David Allan Coe song on a stage in front of 5,000 people, and 4 feet behind me was a door, and on the other side of that door was David Allan Coe. And that freaked me out a little bit in the moment. I got a little bit of shot at my spine, but I pushed through. That's the only time I've ever had stage fright. It was scary. Mr. P says, Wakanda like LaFonda? LaFonda Wakanda? No, Wakanda like the Black Panther. Comic book. Aaron says, dang Fab, homophobic and racist. Man, you got it tough. And a Democrat. How you do that, man? I don't think he's either one. But whatever. But don't be scared of the fairies. They won't bite. I mean, they will bite, but only if you ask them to. You know. Chat jump, where am I at? Oh, I got it. Never mind. Debbie says, they do bite, but you have to pay extra for that. Fab Daddy says, I don't know, Aaron. I don't know how I do it. Amy says, fondue. Fondue. Aaron says, I'd lose attention span, Fab. There's too much going on. Don't know which way to go. Muggy Juice says, we talking about homosexuals? Well, right now we are. A minute ago we were talking about you. Well, what it is says, poor man, poor ways, doing what you got to do to get by or save money. Yes, every day. I'm still doing that. Barely scraping by. So if you'd like to, Cash App $ Jake Johnson Band, and I'd appreciate it if you did. Lady B says gay teachers are fun to go shopping with. Why gay teachers? If you're going to go shopping, couldn't it be anybody that's gay?
But a lot of gay people have very good taste in clothing and
they're
stuff.
They're very clean and very...
Yes.
Yes, girl.
Well, see, I can't say that because I've had a friend since I was like 19 years old that's gay.
I've had friends that were gay. I look at it this way. I don't care what you do or where you put it. Just don't get any of it on me. That's all I'm asking. I don't care what you are. I'm not here to judge you. And I'll stand by you and fight just like anybody else. You go trying to push that shit on me, we got a problem. But other than that, we're good. Amanda says,
hamburger helper hand monkey.
Hamburger helper hand monkey. Monkey says, hello, Banhammer. Hello, Banhammer. Newman. Amy says, hi, Monkey Juice. We were just talking about you a minute ago. Fab Daddy says, I don't fear the gay people, but if they hit on me, it makes me uncomfortable, squeamish. It should. They're trying to get in your butt. And Monkey Juice says, hello, Amy. Mr. P says, well, a closed back door ain't no fun. Well, you got a point. You can't do anything with it, but you got a point. Fab Daddy says, like, stop already. I'm straight. I think they know. That's why they're hitting on you. It's very easy for a gay person to tell a straight person because you don't do gay things. It's like it's on you. They can smell it. Lady B says, pretty boy, Chair Johnson Band. ℂ𝕚𝕣𝕖𝕕𝕃𝕚. He young and dumb and full of, never mind. Oh, yeah. I wasn't too full of it, though. I was slinging it everywhere. Believe that.
He was a hoe.
I was a hoe. And I got pictures to prove it. Amber says, good evening, Richard. Lady B says, ℂ𝕚𝕣, Amanda. Aaron says, what's the most expensive drink, Amanda? Oh, good question. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
There's some pretty expensive drinks. Probably one that's got gold in it, gold flake.
Well, they have, depends on the establishment, though.
I mean, or like a double malt of something that's very old.
Yeah.
Top shelf.
That's what I said. Top shelf, your high-end liquor, mixed drinks, but it depends on the establishment, really.
Yeah, it does, because there's some places that'll charge you just for the name of the place you're in. And you never do know about them people. Yep. Lady B says, ℂ𝕚𝕣𝕚. Smiley, 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 smiley. Amanda?
I don't know my chat jump.
1016. You said that already.
Oh,
the next one, though. Grey Goose.
Yeah, Grey Goose, Johnny Walker, Crown Royal, etc.
None of those are the expensive drinks.
They are.
No.
It all depends on where you're at.
No, Maker's Mark or higher.
Maker's Mark is Walmart.
No.
It is.
They might sell it at Walmart, but I assure you they have high-end Maker's Mark.
No.
Yes, they do.
When I was a bartender, Grey Goose.
When you were a bartender, okay.
Goldschlager,
okay.
All that stuff. But it depends on where you're at, the establishment. Florida, their popular drinks are Grey Goose and Aftershock and Goldschlager. That's
spoken like a person that doesn't understand the top shelf.
Okay.
I assure you, their drinks way up.
Okay.
Above 1800, above Goldschlager.
There might be now.
There always has been. You're talking about house drinks.
I was
talking about regular bar stuff.
I was a bartender at an XYZ.
Yes, which is a regular bar.
That was their top shelf liquors.
Okay, well, that's not very top shelf.
Well,
I promise.
I don't have control over that.
I know. Aaron says, but like, what is the most expensive single drink in the world? Oh, I don't know. It would be something that's 50 years old or better. Like a what do you call that? I can't think of what it's called. Made in Scotland. Scotch. Like a scotch. It'd be very, very, very expensive. I guess we could find out. We could look up what's the most expensive drink in the world. Lady B says Seagram 7's Dark Hoodie. Yeah, that's not the most expensive, but it's very high. What it is says, now coming to the stage, give a round of applause for Monkey Juice. Now coming to the stage. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have did my radio voice. Amber says, my baby brother is gay. All right. Amy says, probably the liquor with the gold flakes in it, Aaron. Yeah, that would be a Goldschlager or something like that. But that's, again, it would have to be like a 50-year-old or a 100-year-old scotch or some kind of Chardonnay or something like that. Amy says, probably the liquor. I read that one. Lady B says, MJ. Who? MJ. I don't know who MJ is. Michael Jackson? Amanda? Where you at?
It depends on the establishment, Aaron.
Mr. P says, damn, I've been feeling weird. Up all night last night. And then went fine today without sleep and passed out at 4 p.m. and just woke up. So stupid and goofy. Makes no sense. That makes sense if you're tired. What have you been doing? What's got you so tired? Are you working around the clock or something? Amber says, our sister hates us. Good grief. We'd henpeck her hair, clothes, every smiley fine. Right on. Are you talking about your little brother? You can't hate your brother. Aaron says, metal and medicine, gold and alcohol. Lady B says, they are fabulous. Jake Lamau. Yes, they are. Fab Daddy says 26 years scotch. There you go. Something like that. Linda Davis is here. She says, just got home. I hope everybody is well. Happy hump day. Camel, camel. Hey, Linda. How are you? We're trying to figure out what the most expensive single drink in the world is. Amanda says, 10:20.
Hamburger helper hand, Linda.
Amy says, hi, Cookie. Hi, Cookie. And Lady B says, I wish I could find a gay chef on the times I don't feel like cooking. Why? Wouldn't it be just as good to have any kind of chef? Why you gotta be gay? Aaron says the most expensive drink in the world costs $44 million for a single drink. I just looked it up. What is it? Fab says that's dumb. That's absolutely dumb. You got too much money if you drink one of those. That's a Amalfi Limoncello Supreme. I have no idea what that is. Aaron says now it's White Claw. They soft, right? What it is, says Jake, is that push that on you or push that in you, then we'll have a problem, or both ways. Either way, yeah. I said, get any of it on me. I didn't say push it on me. If you push it in anywhere near my direction, you're going to get it cut off, or you're going to draw back a nub. Other than that, we cool. Debbie says, all I know is they charge extra for Cuervo Gold in a margarita, but it's worth it. Right on. I prefer 1800 or above, mezcal, something like that. That's very expensive too. The one with the worm in it, very expensive. Aaron says, that's nuts. Who pays that? Somebody's got way too much money and not nearly enough sense. Aaron says, this one has diamonds in it, right? Like you're going to drink the diamond? I just remembered that Cleopatra did that once. She ordered a drink that cost as much as a small country, and it had diamonds in it and gold and other things. And she drank it in front of, like, Mark Antony or somebody. I guess just to show it off. She was good for it. She paid for it. That's some story I read at some point. Cleopatra. What a show off. Talk about a lush. Kevin says most expensive drink a man can drink is the one he used to toast his bride. That's a simple, cheap champagne, right? The bubbly. Amanda says,
Read it. I got peppermint in my mouth.
Amanda says, Maker's Mark Liquor, a private label brand for Sam's Club, is sourced from various established distilleries rather than one single producer. Key manufacturers include Barton 1792 Distillery. I say Members Mark and Maker's Mark are not the same thing. Maker's Mark is Scotch. And Amanda says Sarazac Company for bourbon. It might be bourbon, yeah. Distillery of vodka. Yeah, Maker's Mark might be bourbon. But Members Mark and Maker's Mark is not the same product. Linda says, LOL, Kevin. So that would be a low-end version of the high-end Maker's Mark. If you ever go try to buy a bottle of it, you'll understand. John says, Black Velvet or regular bottom shelf vodka. It ain't fancy, but those are my go-tos. I like to have a few shots whenever I have a bad cold. I never get colds, so I gotta make excuses to have a few, right? I think I feel a cold coming on. Right? What it is says Top Shelf Wild Turkey, Jim Beam Blue. Better off with good moonshine made right with high alcohol content, smooth as water, and will lay your ass out on the floor. Right on. I did that when I was about 16. My dad had some moonshine that his buddy made, and they were passing around, and I was up there talking with them, and they just handed it to me jokingly, and I grabbed it and turned it up and tried to show off and took 3 big gulps of it. Gulp, 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 and handed it to them. And they just laughed. And then they picked me up. Yeah, that's some pretty powerful stuff. Aaron says, I found it, Amanda. It's a weird name. Mr. P says, Linda, good evening. And Linda says, I don't know. I'm cheap. I drink Bird Dog, right? Mad Dog 2020. Some Boone Hill. Yeah, I don't drink anything, so I'm really cheap. The last hard alcohol I had was Pendleton whiskey. Very smooth, says Fab Daddy. I don't know what the last alcohol I had was, but it was probably tequila, because that's my drink. I like tequila, if I'm going to drink. And it was a while ago. What it is says Goldschlager's trash. Yeah. But it's fun. Linda says, hi, John. Smiley. John says, can't say I ever had bird dog. I don't think I have either, but it sounds like Mad Dog. And Lady B says, Linda, thumbs up. Mr. P says, is bird dog a whiskey? I don't know. Amy says, old hound dog. It has a unique bottle. Right? Aaron says, holy good black ivory coffee is $2,000 a pound. Right? I can't think of what it's called, but there's a coffee that's made with the nuts that a monkey shits out. They eat the coffee beans and then shit out the nut, and then they go collect that and wash it off and make coffee out of it. And I used to know what it was called, but I can't remember now. But when you go buy coffee, just ask for coffee. If it has a different name, don't buy it, because some of it will be that. Amy says, let's not forget Mad Dog 2020, right? That's the kind of stuff that'll leave vapor trails behind you when you pass. Linda says, yes, it's a whiskey. Okay, bird dog is a whiskey. Like strawberry wine. Debbie says, I only buy Crown Royal. My dad drank Crown Royal. I can't stomach the taste of it.
Have you tried the Crown Apple?
No.
Crown Apple is good, but that's mine. I'm a Southern Comfort and Crown Royal person.
Kapiluwak. That's it. Amanda says, Kapiluwak is the monkey poop coffee. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Amy says, tequila makes me want to fight. Really? It never did me that way. Makes my clothes fall off. Aaron says, Kapiluwak monkey coffee, right? Yeah, don't drink any of that. I don't know why anybody would ever figured that out or how they figured it out. But that's pretty desperate need for a cup of coffee right there. That's a powerful need for some caffeine. This monkey just shit this out. I think I'm going to make coffee with it. Can't we just go to the store? No, I've got a coffee bean right here. Can't wait. I'm making it now. We call it stank bag. I would imagine so. Aaron says, I had blackberry Crown when my mom passed. That actually might be good. I don't know, but Crown Royal has a burn to it that I do not enjoy. It bites my tongue in a certain way, and I don't enjoy it. I don't like any dark liquor for that reason. So I drink like lighter liquids, like tequila. I used to drink vodka until I got drunk on it when I was a teenager, and it made me sick. And now I can't even handle the smell of it. Mr. P says, there's a drink I make, and I came up with it. Made with Goldschlager, cherry-flavored rum, and another rum made with cherries. It tastes like Dr. Pepper with no Dr. Pepper in it, just alcohol. Right on. I think it's called Dr. Pepper. Fab Daddy says 2 and 5. Good chill stream. Thanks, Jake and Amanda. And the lovely chat. Fab Daddy, have a great night. And I'm not far behind, just 10:30. We'll see you on Friday. Kevin says, I used up all my drinking privileges in my early days, right? I did too. Now I got to be a pastor all the time, so I can't be getting drunk. That wouldn't be a very good role model now, would it? Lady B says, good night, all. Hearts, Z's, and sleepy faces. Good night, Lady B. Kevin says, good night, Lady B. Amanda says, good night, Fab. Amy says, Jaeger bombs, right? Old Jägermeister. I remember when that came out, or when it got popular around here. I don't know if it came out then or not. I remember when everybody started drinking it. Then the Jaeger bombs came, and then it was just a party. And I don't know why, because that stuff tastes like cough syrup. Aaron says, I agree with the bum thing. It's horrible because I never drink. Right. Fab Daddy says, Amaretto and Budweiser is Dr. Pepper. Okay.
The burn thing.
Oh, the burn thing. Oh, the bite. Yeah. Yeah. For whatever reason, it just, I don't enjoy that feeling that it gives you when you drink it. It has like a metallic taste to it, kind of, or something. And it just doesn't work for me. Lady B says, sleep good, Kevin. Good night. Wave your hand. Kevin says, good night, Fab. Amber says, hugs, y'all. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to finish my Valentine's Day cards. Valentine's Day. Forget about that. That's around the corner. Is that the 14th?
Yep.
Amber says, smiley face prayers and hearts. And see y'all Red Friday. America and hearts. Amber, sleep well. We love you. Have a good night. Lady B, we love you. Have a good night. Fab Daddy, we love you. Have a good night. And everybody else, too. What it is says, some of that liquor panty remover, any kind of liquor will get them off on the floor. Especially if you got a good rock band going. Mr. P says, good night, Lady B. Guess we're out. Have a good week, all. Much love and best of everything to y'all. Mr. P, same with you, buddy. It's good to see you, man. We love you. Amanda?
And nighters all. See you Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Untethered Live for Chillstream. Much love, y'all. Right.
Debbie says, maybe the burn is something like cilantro to me. It tastes like soap, right?
I like liquor that has a little burn to it.
I do too, but I don't like that burn.
And I gotta drink dark liquor because I get all kind of craziness on clear liquor.
I've heard people say that, but alcohol has never done me like that. I'm the same. You wouldn't even know I was drinking if I didn't tell you. I'm the same person, regardless.
I'm the same way. Unless I drunk to excess. Now, I've learned a long time ago, once you start feeling it, it's time to stop drinking.
It doesn't matter what kind of drugs I do. I'm exactly the same person I am right now. The only way you can tell is my eyes give it away. Because I get blown out eyes real bad.
Oh, yes, Amy. Aftershock.
Aftershock. I remember that.
That's delicious.
I've drank quite a little bit of that.
And Goldschlager's or cinnamon whiskey, too.
Yeah. They're all the same thing, basically. It's got the same flavor. There was 3 of them. Aftershock, the original one, but I can't remember what it was called, and then Goldschlager.
Aftershock and cherry Pepsi is delicious.
Does anybody remember what the original one was called, or is Aftershock the original?
Aftershock is the original.
Then there was another one then.
Yes, there was it was a different flavor.
No, it was cinnamon. But
they're
was
both
called something else.
Yes.
It was basically the same drink, but it was called something else. Might have been stronger. And then there was Goldschlager with the gold flake in it, which is Aftershock with gold flake in it. The one I'm talking about had crystals in it.
That's Goldschlager.
No, crystals, not gold flake.
Well, Fireball.
Fireball. No.
Crown Royal has a cinnamon.
I just can't remember. It's been so long. Fireball is a distilled liquor. It's like a beer. It's made like beer. It's not distilled. It's made like beer. Liquor.
Jack Daniels has a fire whiskey.
Man, I can't remember what it was, but there was 3 of them anyway.
Cinnamon-Cinnamon-Ator.
It might be something like that, yeah.
I know Jim Beam has one. I don't remember all of them. I know a bunch of them have it, though.
I remember it was clear, though.
Oh, no, all these are colored, I think.
It was clear, and it tastes just like a Fireball.
That would be Goldschlager.
Goldschlager has gold flakes in it.
But it's clear, and it tastes just like a Fireball.
Yes, but it has gold flakes in it. The one I'm talking about has crystals in it. Aftershock, and then there was another one. And it might have been Fireball, but it was not the same Fireball that you buy now.
Canela would be the only one I could think of, but that's...
Fireball. It's called Fireball. Okay.
Yeah, it's Fireball.
It is Fireball, but it's not the same Fireball you can go buy at the store now. That's a different thing. So they must have went out of business or turned into that or something. I don't know. Linda says, good night all. See you Friday. Linda, we love you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Amy says, cinnamon whiskey. Yeah, I like anything cinnamon. Debbie says, I get louder and wilder when I drink with no inhibitions. Yeah, see, I have no inhibitions now, so I don't change when I drink. I can get loud and obnoxious right now and enjoy it just fine. When I drink, I just do that with a slight dizziness. What it is says a salty dog, gin and grapefruit juice goes down smooth. Yeah. That sounds gross. That's like a backward screwdriver. Screwdriver. Linda says Fireball. Amy says Fireball. It's called Fireball.
Yeah.
I think it is. What it is says good night. And Kevin says Long Island iced tea. I don't know how to make them, but sure knew how to drink them. I don't know what's in it either.
Yeah, they're all right. I'll tell you what's good. I like the Mike's Hard Lemonade and the Twisted Teas and stuff like that. Those are actually pretty good.
Right.
But if I'm drinking beer or something, though, it's got to be Amber Bock because I like the dark beer.
I really don't care for beer, but it needs to be strong and sharp if I'm going to drink it.
Yeah, I don't drink beer either, but an Amber Bock. I might have a Michelob Light.
Like one of those really dark things, like a Adams something or other. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
Like a malt
Samuel
beer.
Adams. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, something like
it's a dark.
Yeah, a lot of hops. I could get into that. Budweiser. Jaeger.
Or not. It's called the bottom of the keg is what it is. It's a dark roast.
Yeah. I could probably get into that. It's got to be strong. But I just don't care for beer at all.
Oh, yeah. The alcohol content in Amber Bock it's made by Michelob. So,
Amy says, I'm not a drinker. Me neither. I could give my whole life without drinking. The only time I ever drink is if somebody buys me a shot while I'm playing, because it's like $5 or $6, and they thought enough to buy it, I'm going to drink it. But I don't drink for myself at all. Linda says lagers. Yeah, something like that. Kevin says pure alcohol that tastes like tea. It tastes like iced tea. All right, that's the bottom of the chat. I'm going to go to bed now after I watch Fallout. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great night. I've enjoyed the conversation immensely. I hope you have too. We'll see you on Friday. Keep it real. Keep the rubber side down. Thanks for watching.
good night, y'all.